What's up, YouTube? It's Groovinator from RaidersOfLostFlicks.com. Please subscribe to my channel. Every time you don't subscribe to my channel, God kills a kitten. And the internet loves kittens. So quit killing kittens. Subscribe to my channel. It doesn't cost you anything. Just push the button. Subscribe. Do it. Do it now. What's up, Raiders? It's your boy Groovinator from RaidersOfLostFlicks.com. Yes, that is the website below my name, or below my beautiful face, I should say. Click on that for all kinds of new content. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. We are climbing our way up to 200, and once we get to 200, we got a surprise for you. So anyways, enough of that. I wanted to move on to Collider Media's Kristian Harloff has had a complete meltdown on a podcast recently, and this has been covered by a lot of people, but, you know, sometimes you want to see a fresh perspective from a certain person's point of view. And because sometimes I see these things and I'm like, yeah, I have something to say about that. But, yeah, Kristian Harloff from, Collider Media. I usually watch the Schmoes Knows. I mean, they've been accused of being shills, and it's kind of hard to deny the fact that maybe they are, because in this particular interview, he straight up admits to shilling for Disney for Star Wars access. And these are the things that we talk about, and the media will try to tell you, oh no, you're just making that up, that's not true, all this kind of stuff. So unfortunately, I had to pull up the Mary Sue, because this is where I could find all this information contained in one article. Of course, they're going to put a spin on it that, Kristian Harloff is upset that women got invited instead of him. Well, whatever. What we're going to do is skip all of this article and go directly to the video to play it right here.
And address this once and then be done with it. So Frosty, Heidi, and Frank this morning, and we laughed because they said they're giving away tickets to Disneyland and Galaxy's Edge. And today I walked in and Roku's like, "Oh, here we're going to talk about Jedi Council. Do you want to leave with this or Galaxy's Edge?" I go, "We're not talking about Galaxy's Edge. Yeah. Not talking about it." I go, "You know what I'm going to talk about Galaxy's Edge in 2 years when I go."
Yeah.
Because am I a little butthurt? No, I'm a lot butthurt.
Yeah.
Business sense, to where. Arguably, the Star Wars show itself is the show, because that is the Lucasfilm approved Star Wars show, and that's the show. I think that Jedi Council, has been one of the leading Star Wars voices for the last 5 years. So I was confused, and I want to make it clear that there's a different branch that between like the marketing. Like, there was a writer, freelance writer from Collider that was brought, and then she brought another writer from Collider. Jedi Council was not invited at all. So reached out, said, "Hey, we really would like to promote it. We'd like to talk about it." People who don't do any views on YouTube or
So
very small sites yesterday.
Yes to what I said. You asked to go, and they said no.
Well, originally I did not. There was just no invite that came for all the media, and then I just followed up once and said, "Hey, so yes, but
Did you get a response?
No." And so then I said, I'm not following up again. But I also said that I just don't. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go as a fan, and I'm going to enjoy it, and I want to go. But I'm not going to promote it anymore. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm thinking more business sense than anything else too. If you know there's all these shows out there, and like the sites are out there, why wouldn't you invite?
You're not
Jedi
thinking
Council?
in business sense, though.
I am, though. Because there's another reason. I don't want to report on other people's reports. I don't want to say like, well, Jermaine Lucier, who goes to fucking everything, he reported on this, so I'm going to go off his report.
If you had been invited and you...
Guess what? I'm not. I've been busting my fucking ass being a Star Wars fan for 5 fucking years.
I feel
on
the same way about...
I've been called shill. I get screamed at. So let this one. Let me be a fucking shill for this one. Let me go and experience this fucking thing. And maybe I don't even like it, but I wanted to go.
I completely agree.
I wanted to go, and the fact that it wasn't even. It would have been. We still covered it if they wrote back and we said, "We're sorry we missed you on this one. Our spots are all full at the moment. Thank you for promoting us in general."
No response.
No response, and it's like, fuck off.
He said, "Thanks for promoting in general." There you go. This is the second time, all right, that these guys, Kristian Harloff has had a complete meltdown on this show, okay? And it was over the fact that he didn't get to go to Galaxy's Edge in California. Other people invited, he weren't. I'm not going to talk about, women got invited because he didn't, because I just don't want to go down that avenue right now. I just want to get to the point of the shill aspect. Now, I've watched some schmoes interviews, and I've gotten to the point to where I just don't trust them anymore, because I feel like yeah, there's some shilling going on. When it comes to movie reviews, what I usually tell people to do is find a couple of people that like some things that you like, and then subscribe to their channel and see what they have to say. You know what I mean? And then, if you're still curious about the movie, go yourself and make your own educated decision on it. A lot of people didn't like The Meg, okay? The Meg is a bad movie, I admit it. But you know what? Raiders of the Lost Flicks is dedicated to bad movies. I love shit like that. So I had a great time watching that movie. I knew it was going to be bad, but sometimes you want to hear it from a person's point of view, like, well, why is it bad? You know what I mean? Like, so, well, they didn't like it because it was PG-13, but everything else was awesome. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to go see it, So, but back to the point that I was making, remember a little while back when this was, back in March, okay? Sci-Fi Wire's Danny Roth admits to creating positive reviews in order to maintain access while discussing Captain Marvel's Rotten Tomatoes controversy. Now, keep in mind, I'm not going to play the audio clip again. He says, thanks for promoting. He let it drop right there, okay? And he's mad because I've been promoting for Disney and promoting for Lucasfilm, and I didn't get invited to Galaxy's Edge, okay? So, remember this clip, because Pepperidge Farm remember. Sorry, I'm not going to do that again.
Everybody in our industry occasionally has to play softball, occasionally has to, look the other way a little bit. Everybody has to do it.
Wait, returning what? Like a movie
in
that's
the sense that,
or...
I hated a movie, but I won't say that I hated the movie. Or an actor behaved a sort of way, and you don't want to, put it out there that happened.
Right, because you might not get the next review,
right.
next
So
gig.
to some degree, everybody in our industry that is a part of this quote-unquote access media has to sort of decide which battles they want to pick.
So there you heard it. Okay, all right. A lot of people. I've seen a lot of point in contention. People saying, "Oh, you're just haters and you're just hyperbolic and you're just jumping on the bandwagon and you're doing it for money and all this kind of stuff." And the truth is it's all bullshit. All right, these people are bought and paid for. The narrative is starting to slip. All right, the truth is starting to be shown. Now, as far as Kristian Harloff goes, I have mixed feelings on this. Like, I want to be angry, but I'm not, okay? Because in his mindset, I kind of get where he's coming from, because it's sort of similar to a place that I was at one point in my life. I was, for people who don't know me, I was a manager at a GameStop, a store manager for 7 years. And my job basically meant that I had to keep all of my customers happy, all right? And I've always had a little bit of a gift of kind of getting to know people, understanding how they work, and figuring out how to approach people in such a way to where I would make them feel comfortable, get them talking, get them to come back and see me again because they like the way that I would interact with them. And it's something that I acquired through journalism. I pursued journalism most of my life, and I learned how to interview people. I would rock interviews. I rocked interviews for jobs. I just kind of was able to pick out what kind of a person I was talking to based on their mannerisms and certain ways that they would respond to questions, and then just kind of be able to get on their level. And the problem that I ran into with that, and I didn't discover it until late in life, is that it is absolutely 100% impossible to keep everyone happy. And at one point, you have to decide, I'm going to be me. I'm going to stick to the feelings that I have. I'm going to be honest to myself. I'm going to be honest to the people that I talk to. And if people don't like me based on my answers to questions or my opinions towards a thing, then they don't want to be my friend. They can't. I'm not going to bust my ass to go out a way to make everybody my friend, all right? Kristian Harloff is at the crossroads where he is figuring this out, okay? He's been shilling for Disney. He realizes that he sold his fandom to Disney, all right? He sold his fandom to Lucasfilm, all right? And Lucasfilm snubbed him for whatever reason that may be, all right? Do I believe that they snubbed him because women? I don't know. This is the Mary Sue, all right? Everything that they say is slanted in that direction. I'm not going to buy into that, all right? But for whatever reason, the guy is a whole lot of butthurt. He's pissed off. He's tired of, shilling for the man, all right? So what's going to happen next is what we're going to decide on Kristian Harloff. It's like, will he, is this his come to Jesus moment? Is he going to break off and do his own thing? Because if he does, I'll be the first to subscribe to him. I'll admit, I'll subscribe to the guy if he breaks off and goes his own way, all right? If he realizes that this whole thing that he's doing, which is, obviously shilling, all right? If he realizes that this is wrong, all right, and this is not going to get him anywhere, and he breaks off from Collider Media, starts his own YouTube channel, or what the fuck ever, I will be the first one to subscribe to him. Because I know where his mind is. I know where his heart. At some point you have to follow your heart. You have to be honest, because as cheesy as it sounds, the truth will set you free. All right. I get a lot of people on my channel that don't like what I have to say, but they're going to let me know about it, and that's fine. I don't expect everybody to agree with me, but I am going to. I feel like I've been on this planet long enough to make my own decisions, to have my own opinions, to feel a certain way about a thing, and to be able to comment on it. And people either like you for it or they don't like you for it. So, but, for those of you that tell you that, that there's no such thing as a shill or any of that kind of stuff, it's blown wide open at this point, all right? And it's at this point now where people are getting smart enough that they can smell the bullshit a mile away. And another thing I wanted to bring up before I close this video out is YouTube has been censoring the fuck out of people since last week. About middle of last week, every video that I upload has been set to private. Even though I go on my screen and it's clearly set to public, it says this video is private. Please make it public if you wish to share this with people. And also my viewer counts have gone way down, all right? My sub counts have been kind of stagnant, So I believe that YouTube is doing a lot of dickery-do, all right, to control the narrative and control what people see. And I believe that people that have any kind of, affiliation with maybe the Fandom Menace or anything anti-Disney whatsoever, I think the mouse is mousing people. You know what I'm saying? They're coming in and they're silencing people for their opinions now, all right? And this is scary Orwellian shit that we need to be careful of, all right? You already can't say anything about Brie Larson because they are just straight up demonetizing you, putting strikes on you, having your videos removed. It's out of control, all right? So now that they can't control people's opinions anymore, they're going to, now that we live in the information age, they are literally going to control the information that you receive. And you have to be smart enough to be able to see through the bullshit, all right? And here it is, right here, plain as the nose on your face. Right here, shilling. Right here, shilling. All right? So, all I'm saying is, be careful of what you hear. Don't believe everything that you read. Don't believe everything that you hear. Because these things are real, people. Anyways, leave a comment down below. Let's get a discussion going. I'll talk to you later. And this is the Groovinator signing out. Peace.